It's a three-dimensional model just to, and this is a control function really, that when you have selected your metrics, just to categorize them to see that you have covered all the aspects that you want to have covered. In order to do that, we have generalized the innovation process in 3 steps: input, throughput, and output. They might continue a bit afterwards, but basically, to make a general model, this is the way an innovation process looks like. It can have something to do with the organization. It can be a financial metric. A metric can also describe a balance between 2 things. Efficiency, and that is if we're doing things in the right way. Are we really good at what we're doing? And we can talk about effectiveness, and that is, are we doing the right things? Are we doing things that our customer, our market is asking for? Okay. When having selected your innovation metrics, you can check against this 3-dimensional box and see, are we lacking somewhere in regard to our vision and strategy? So what does this mean? It means that I want to be having fun at work, right? We believe that this has a great effect on your innovation capability. People having fun are more creative. And you can also look at this all of these as organizational metrics. Because what if I don't make this schedule work? What does that mean? It means that we have to change the organization. So we need to change our organization to improve our innovation capability and have perhaps some more output here in 2013. We need to travel, go to the opera, see a movie sometime, all of these things that will inspire us, right? So maybe that's also something that you and your employees really need to be good innovators. You need to have inspiration from the outside. Because we want to do all these things. And then after a week, you can, when you're trying to sleep on Sunday night, and you can contemplate and say, of all the things that I have done this week, have they taken me closer to my vision? Have I come closer to being free? If I am, then I'm doing something right. Next week, what can I change? Perhaps I really shouldn't be out that late on a Thursday night, because then I'm all sleepy and very lousy at work on Friday morning. And this is a very interesting aspect as well, is what are the things that should be avoided here? And when you have considered all these things that you want to measure or not, then you use this model to plot them out and see, okay, so I've got some organizational metric here that we need in order to have people do the things that they should do. We need some other kind of organization, right? You can connect this to different financial measurements as well. You can relate innovation metrics to return on investment, for an example. A very brilliant guy once said, you could measure return on nothing. It's about all these projects that just go on in your company without the top management knowing about it. But it's actually the stuff that comes out really great. Some people call it skunk work. I mean, the AXE switches of Ericsson is a skunk work from originally, right? So this could be a very interesting measurement, actually. The return on something that hasn't really cost us anything, but because it's happening anyway.
We are a big company with 80,000 people, and every year we have a dialogue survey where we ask every employee what he has done for innovation and answer questions about different innovation metrics. For people like me that work only with innovation, we have similar metrics, measuring tools like you spoke about today. So I think the session was really very good.
What you really need to do is to sit down and do your homework on the vision, strategy, focus areas, and the definition and goals. When that is clear, then you can decide on what innovation metrics you should use.
Comparing metrics between companies isn't really that easy. The key thing here, I think, is to find those metrics that are suitable for you in those 3 stages. And then the effect of it can show up in all the axes on the left side. We were talking about over here, but time, market, organization, tasks, and so forth and so forth. And find those 3 areas, the metrics, and I think you're good to go.
What you try to do is really steer the behavior of the people working in your companies so that they know this is how I will be measured, this is how my performance will be measured. And it can be very different from a research institute or a service provider of some kind. I mean, Gunnar, you work in insurances, right? So you probably need some other metrics than a research institute. So, but the baseline is that you want to have your employees to act in some way.
We haven't used metrics in our daily operating operations yet, but I'm here to learn and to see if and how we can use metrics for innovation. Thank you for having me here.